What we have here tonight is a hot mess. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a terrific cast. Wonderful, wonderful show. I tell you, when you girls invited me, how long ago? About 4 weeks, 5 weeks ago?
Yeah, for a
month.
and a half.
Yeah. A month and a half.
And I went to see it because, you know, I go to see a lot of work and I have a lot of respect for the craft. And Mamita's a little tough to please. And when I went, I said, okay, I know, because I saw you at the Storm. And I said, oh, Charles Casano, my associate producer, she's so talented. And I said, oh. When I went to see it, I said, oh my God, these girls are so funny. I was laughing my ass off, literally, basically. So let me introduce each one of you. Amy.
Yes.
Kirsten, did I say that right?
Yes, you did.
Cherry Page, and how do you pronounce your last name?
Fogelman.
Fogelman. I have to rehearse for that one. Okay. Julia Granacki. Did I say that right?
That's perfect.
Is that what is that background?
Polish.
Polish. Very nice.
If you wanted to be super Polish, you would say Granacki.
Granacki.
Yeah.
Very, very, very nice. Miranda Childs?
Yeah,
Beautiful. I love what you're wearing. I gotta tell you, the tailor coat. Or do we call it tailcoat?
thank you. Yeah, I'm wearing a tailcoat.
Very cute. Very nice. You know the way she said, Molly,
That's me.
my girl. I like what you're wearing too. Different
Thank you.
style. Very 70s. Love it. And Yasha Jackson with us in the house. So let me tell you, ladies, you bring it on. This is your mess. This is your show. Let's talk about it. Creator, writer, director, producer, actor. I mean, you girls do it all. I don't know how you do it, but hey, you're doing it.
We are. We definitely are.
Okay, let's talk about the process, the beginning, the idea, the concept, right from the get-go.
Well, I have been a hot mess all of my life. Even before the phrase existed, a lot of people I went to high school with have started submitting stories from high school that I've forgotten. They're like, remember that time that you got your hair caught in the drill and pulled it all out? And I was like, oh yeah. They're like, you got to film that one. And I was like, okay, great. So that's good. So I always had these stories, and when I moved to New York, the stories got bigger and more exciting and more
messy.
More messy, yeah. You know, you're out on your own, and you know, just being
More
single,
hinges on it.
single and poor,
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff, and things just happen. And so I was sort of known amongst my friends that if we were at a party, it was like, Amy, tell the one where you were on the date and the homeless guy spit in your face. And I was like, okay, I'll tell the one where the homeless guy spit in my face on the date. And then I was like, tell the one where. And I was starting to think about web series, and I had done a few other web series in early 2009 when they were just getting started. And I said, I should do one of these. And I thought, well, what if we did one where everything we filmed was crazy stories that had actually happened? And I hadn't seen that on television. And I don't particularly love reality TV. I like that it's true, but I don't like that it's kind of mediocre. Like, what event are we caring about that you're underscoring and cutting to commercial on? Nothing's happening.
Right.
So I thought, okay, so what's cool about reality TV? What's cool about scripted television? And I thought, what if we combine them
both
for 3 minutes
Smart
at least?
girl.
For at least 3 minutes. And then the funny thing was that we needed money to make it. And so I had the idea in like 08, 09, but back in 2005, I was in an incident, another hot mess story.
So many stories.
I was working one of my first jobs in the city, and I was opening it's like a fancy gym. And very early in the morning, before anybody got there, one of the big televisions fell out of the ceiling and like hit me in the face, basically. And it was funny because it's a really white club, and there are mirrors everywhere. So and it was Halloween. And I remember just like it hitting my face, and then like I was like, that was bad. And then I
We laugh about it now.
and then I looked and
Yeah,
then, and
you're
like
right,
and
you're
I
right,
looked in
you're
all
right.
these mirrors, and there was just like lots of blood, and I just started screaming.
Which was so Halloween.
It was so Halloween, and then I remember thinking like, it's Halloween. That's a really good scream. You should write that down. And then I was thinking, no one's going to come save me. Right. Like most of my damsel in distress moments, no one's coming. All right, let's deal with this. And so, a crazy situation happened later. I went to the ER, and it happened to be a plastic surgeon there who stitched me up really well. And I got lucky, but someone's like, the stupid contractor who hung those TVs, you should sue them. And so I did. And 5 years later, I got the money, and we invested a good portion of that into season 1 of Hot Mess. And as I started making it,
You still have some money left. It's none of my business, but I have to ask you. Are you saving money?
No, the initial, we are currently seeking investors and or executive
because
producers.
we need the money, guys.
Sadly, my lawyer was the same lawyer that advertised on Jerry Springer, and they were like, "Don't be a victim twice," and then it said it in Spanish, and it had like a guy like rolling across the hood of a car. So I didn't get a huge settlement, but I got enough money to film the season 1 of a web series. So we'll go with that much.
Yeah, well, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so that's kind of the hot mess story.
Because I tell you so much, and I'm gonna say it because I'm not shy. So much junk on TV.
Yeah.
That's a good word for it. I think.
That's it's junk. I'm flipping. I'm addicted when I have a time, and I'm going to time when I had the time when I came. I'm not plugging. What the hell? And I jump from HBO to Showtime, and I go and see even MTV. Whatever happened to MTV is gone. No. I don't care about a girl who's 20 years old and she's pregnant. I don't know. She just got pregnant. She got a mother. She got 10 boyfriends, and then she becomes a lesbian, and then she goes back and she's straight again. I mean, it's a who cares? Who cares? When I went to see you, and I saw what you girls are doing, getting all the situations and funny, smart, clever, and so right on, and so organic. I said to myself, God, this is better than Sex and the City.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, because Sex and the City is fun. I love it. But in all reality, I don't live that way. I don't know what it's like to work on Fifth Avenue, girls, and talk about a pocketbook that costs $500. I can't afford a freaking bag for $500, right? Can I afford it?
What's fun about the show is that it's so relatable, and that it really is. The city is so crazy, and crazy things happen like every 2 seconds.
Yes.
And somebody will identify with something in the episode. It's not a fantasy series. It's definitely. It's reality TV in the most real way.
In a very real way, but very well done.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we
Excuse
worked
me.
really hard.
Very well done. Exquisite. And even the way that you girls interact, and you're naturals. I mean, you girls are funny as hell.
I think it helps that we're close outside too. Like that helps. It definitely doesn't hurt us.
That we like each other?
That we actually like each other, and that a lot of us knew each other before we filmed, and so
Yeah, and this is everybody came to the project with an interest in it. Like the idea appealed to them, and they said, "Oh yeah, I think I'm also one of those women, and that I have stories, or I can embrace other women's stories in a really sincere, honest way." And I think that nobody's afraid to do anything ridiculous. I mean, the things that we've had to do, and I'm just like, nobody batted an eye, and I love that, and I feel like that's kind of part of it too. So.
Well, and we always we've always said if you're too precious, you can't work.
Oh yeah.
Because the expectation is that if you need to do something questionable, that
We'll do it.
you'll dive right in. I mean, it does how it
So we
works.
usually only have one take, and I was like, you got to do this, and you have to do it right now.
Yeah, but that's this is a hell of an exercise. It would be nice and luxury to have 20 takes, 25 takes, but that's money.
It's a luxury to have someone
And
lock
when
up the sidewalk.
And when you fall into a fountain, there's only one take of that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
Because we don't have another
I
costume.
don't have a head called police.
Well, that too.
Because we also didn't have permission to be filming in that fountain, so yeah.
So
anyway.
in and out.
You're gonna be in and out.
Yeah,
quick.
but we had Julia running across the West Side Highway barefoot without a bra, and I think you did it twice actually.
I did do it twice.
She was
did it
back and
twice.
forth.
I don't know how you
She
did
was
it.
a track star.
Messy angels. We have
Nobody's
we have a
gone to the
legion of messy
hospitals.
angels that help us.
Nobody's had to get a tetanus shot. I think we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Nobody's gotten arrested.
No one's
No
gotten
one's gotten arrested. That's really the sort of
we
that's
haven't
the
even gotten ticketed, have we?
I could have
No.
totally gotten ticketed for public nudity for the promo that we shot.
Oh, yeah.
They full on changed on the
by the
sidewalk.
dumpster.
Yeah, behind a dumpster, and Julia
photos
had
of
to
that.
stand in front of me
with a towel.
with a towel. Because we had to shoot outside. And
Yeah. Changing clothes, and we're like, well, time is money. Strip.
Yes.
Well
said.
Mary was changing, and we had her with a towel, except we didn't realize there was a cruise ship going by because we were down in Battery Park City.
So we held the towel on the opposite side, so her butt is facing the ocean, and
And there's the cruise ship.
Like the Woody Allen film.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
It's. I tell you, it was a lot of. It was funny, but it's fresh.
Yeah.
And you buy it. Bottom line is that you buy it. And not only do you buy it, you have a great time when you're watching it. I said, these girls are so good. You know, I was walking on the street yesterday between 96 between Amsterdam and Central Park, and there was a lady, beautiful girl, Chinese. She just stopped walking and then she went to pee. What? Just like that. She stopped, she got up. I'm not gonna get up. I swear to you. I said, this is a film, I would love to have a camera. She said,
When she's like squatted on the
she
sidewalk.
went, dropped like
Was
this.
she wearing a dress?
Not really, but she went.
Was she a normal or was she a homeless? She was a
No, she was a normal. Who's normal in New York?
Sometimes you can't tell.
I always think I play this game. I'm like hipster or homeless, dead or asleep.
Exactly.
You couldn't even tell. She went right to the floor and she
Euro.
said, I'm not having a good day.
She said, I'm not having a good day.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I'm not having a good.
She knew exactly what she was doing.
That is good. I would pee in public for hot mess. I would do it.
Would you do that?
Amy, that seems like a you story.
It is a story. Because it's interesting.
Involving like a urinary tract infection.
It would actually. It would
Yes, and it was
definitely
right with
involve
the
a
subway,
UTI.
you know, that grill, the subway.
She's
it was
peed
right
into the
there.
grill?
Oh, that's
Yes.
exactly not where you should go.
This is a place that you don't go. What?
I have so many questions.
3:30 afternoon. That was yesterday.
What?
Yes, and I couldn't believe it. And she said, "I'm having a bad."
That was the understatement of the year.
So this is New York, and anything is possible.
Right.
You can grab that reality and make it yours.
We could definitely make that into an episode. We certainly could.
Right? I mean, how does it work?
Missed connections on the Craigslist and see.
Yeah.
So we can get her to
Like,
sign a release.
I saw
If you were the Chinese woman.
If you were the Chinese woman who peed in the subway at 3 o'clock and said
3:30.
and you were having a real
In the
bad
afternoon,
day.
not
contact
AM.
Yeah,
Very important.
homeless.
She was not a homeless.
She was not homeless. Okay, on the record.
Okay.
Oh man.
So, girls, do you girls get along?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is there
the
tension
most
here?
part.
There's so much tension.
Never. Look at it. What is he talking about?
We don't get to shoot as often as we'd like to. So when we do get to shoot, we're back. It's like a party.
It feels like
Yeah.
a reunion when we
Yeah.
actually get together because
Yeah.
everybody's so busy. And
I'm like,
everybody
I've
has so
seen
much
what you've
going
been doing on Facebook, lady, but I haven't talked to you in 6 months.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone's active in doing their other things. I mean, we're all, creative types doing a bunch of things. And so when we get together and make hot mess, it's just like, I don't know, it's just fun.
It's just so much fun.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's like recess from everything else. Look,
Yeah.
you guys were shooting hot mess today. That's fun.
Well, it's that one, or it used, couple days during the summer where I don't have to feel like I have a day job and I'm a normal person. I can just kind of live my dream for a couple of days. Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Well, I tell you, it's fun when you're having fun because sometimes it's like you sit down and you watch TV, you go to see a play, and you just suffer because it's so poorly done. That you just like, please, God, can
Get me
it's
out.
punishment.
Yeah.
It's fucking punishment. Right? And we know what we're talking about.
There's a lot of it.
And it's a lot of it on TV, and it's a lot of out there, and I'm not bringing names and last names, but it's a lot of stuff.
That's okay.
that
We
is not-
audition for a lot of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we audition for a lot of
There's
crap.
a play that I would love to audition for called Booty Candy. It's coming to Playwrights Horizons, and I'm like, I'm getting all of my good Meisner, all of my good Stanislavski just to work for some booty candy.
For some.
Good, I love it.
A lot of good stuff, a lot of weird stuff, a lot of bad stuff, and we would audition for it as well.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, because that's what we do. But it's good to be aware.
And it's also
Am I right?
cool to take control of what we are doing
Thank you.
with our
I believe in
careers,
that.
and we have built this thing together.
Yeah.
Right.
That we have a creative voice in, or the creative voice in.
With these women.
You guys coming together, you're creating, you're making
Yeah.
this happen.
Yeah.
We're
Right?
not just waiting for somebody to cast us, even though we get cast in other things too.
Yeah, but that's
You know,
great.
yeah.
That's all great to wait for the phone and we want that call from Mr. DiCaprio. That would be nice. Okay. And I seen the Great Gatsby last week, and people they hammered the movie, and I loved it for some
loved it
reason.
too.
I loved it. I don't know. People were like so hard on him. I think he's exquisite. He's so.
He's so cute.
He's so cute.
So cute. He used to come to the gym where we all worked too.
That's right.
There you go.
I one time chased him down the street on
You
12th
did
and
not.
University.
Is he tall? Is he tall?
Yeah.
Is he
He's
tall?
tall.
Yeah. And he was on a bike, and he's one of the ones that, like, one of the, I don't want people to see me, but he's like, can everyone see me on a bike and meat packing? And I ran down but he was just so fast on that bike.
It's funny. I have a funny story about him from. So a lot of us worked at the same gym for a while. We worked at the same gym for like survival jobs back in the day.
TV.
Where the